Hey, it's Acti with another amazing animation tutorial. Okay, so let's say you have basically a ton of polygons right here, or a ton of paths, and they're kind of individual, and they're in a very unfortunate situation, and you kind of want to link them all up. Boy, do I have the solution for you! Okay, let me go to a blank comp, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so here I have my blank comp, and I have a graphic of the Fibonacci spiral. And I just want to do this for animation for a client. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to place it in the timeline, and as you can see, I have it. But I really only want this nice red spiral because recreating that with splines is going to be kind of annoying. So I'm going to be using this SVG. Thankfully, it's all right here. This doesn't really matter towards the tutorial or whatever the heck I'm about to show off, but it exists, and I'm going to abuse it. So here we are, we have our spiral. But if you look at it, it's kind of annoying in the way it works. Like, here, let me get rid of it. So you look at this, it has individual paths, which is not very usable, like at all. It's very, very annoying. Also, it's not even in order. So let me quickly put this in order. Okay, and now we have every single thing in order. So if you look at all these polygon nodes, you can see these little green dots appearing on screen. Or they're not polygons, they're paths, but you know what I mean. So they're just kind of appearing on screen right here, which is good. Now, the problem with this is, let's say we want to animate it, and we need to adjust length for every single one. Oh, this one's really small, so you can't actually see it. But let's say we want to animate the length for every single one, but we run into the problem of it basically just not looking good. Now, there is actually a solution to this. It's very dumb. There's definitely probably a better way to do this. But here's what I did. So let's add a time stretcher node. This is just my basic thing because I know it has the source time that can be moved up and down. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to parent every single one of these paths to this time stretcher right here where I can adjust the source time, but subtract it in a value for every single one. So what we do this is, basically the way we do this is with expressions. So if you hit this little pinpoint right here, we can just click it. And if we click on another path, as you can see, the time stretcher stays up here. So what we can do is we can just right-click, go to length, and we right-click and we click expression. And we have this little plus sign where we can just kind of drag wherever we want the expression to go to. And we drag this time stretcher one to source time, and then we can just animate it. So if you notice, as this goes to 0.4, or as this is at 0.3, -5, you see what I mean? It basically links these two, basically parents it. But this is this is very useful. So we can basically go right here, copy this expression, and move it to the next path down. But obviously, we don't really want them all going at the same time, because if we if they all go at the same time, oh whoops, I didn't copy all of it. My bad. Basically, if they all go at the same time, it won't look very good. So if I just show you right now, it doesn't look very good, and obviously we don't want that. So I know for a fact that the path value only goes up to 1. So what I can do is I can have the source time and subtract it by 1. So it goes from -2.3 to -3.3. So that's just an example here. And as I move it up and we move it to 1, you can see that this starts to work. But the moment it starts to hit 1 right here, it'll continue on like nothing ever happened. And we basically continue that on for every single path. So you just go right here, we go expression, and we just do -2 now. And we go to the next one. I copied the wrong thing. Go to the -3. Then we go right here, expression, -4. We go here, expression, -5. And we just keep doing that over and over until we're finished. -6. Go right here, expression, -8. Go right here, expression, -9. Cool. And now I go from here and I just go all the way up. Oh, whoops, wrong thing again. I go all the way up and it goes and does the entire thing. And this is great. Now, you're probably wondering why I did not just go through and manually animate it from length, going, from 1 to the next frame to 1 to the next one, etc., and just do it manually. This is why. So this way I can animate it in any way I so please and make this go to, what did I say, 9? There I go, 9 and going down. Yeah. So 10. Whoops. Yeah, 10. Okay. This way I can make it go animate to 10 and also animate it to where it's on a curve. So we have all these paths. Let me close these down. Okay. go to our spline tab, and we can open this up and just hit Control F and then Control T, and we can animate it. And the reason why we want to do this is because it just is a much nicer spiral, much smoother. And that's the way you can kind of link a whole bunch of paths. Not an efficient way, but it's a funny way. And it's the way I decided to do it in this project. Anyways, that's all for me. Bye-bye.